Welcome to Moving to Balance. My name is Dr. Peter Gold. I'm a psychologist and Qigong teacher, and this is a 15-minute video about moving from anxiety to stability. So maybe you're feeling anxious right now. Let's start by coming into the basic Qigong stance, the home base, which is the feet are a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. The outsides of the feet are parallel. And imaginary roots are growing out from the soles of the feet down into the core of the earth. So rooting yourself down into the core of the earth through the soles of the feet. And then allowing the energy of the mind to sink down into the heart, bringing it down into the heart, and then the heart energy moving down into the lower belly. So everything is coming downwards. And then allow the breath to be low in the belly. And you can imagine on the inhale that the belly moves out away from the spine, and on the exhale, it moves back towards the spine. Let's just take a few more repetitions like that. The belly goes away from the spine on the inhale and back towards the spine on the exhale. You can use your hand to assist, to coax the energy along with the body. A lot of times when you're feeling anxious, the breath goes up high into the chest. So we want to bring it down into the low belly. Keeping the energy rooted into the core of the earth through imaginary roots growing from the soles of the feet down into the core of the earth. Good. This is home base. And then allow that movement of the belly outward and backwards, forward and back on the inhale, slowly transform into the expansion and contraction of a sphere that is lodged, nestled into the lower belly. Starting from, say, about the size of a peach or a plum, expanding to the size of a melon, like a honeydew. So with each inhale, that melon grows from the peach. And with each exhale, that melon shrinks back down into a smaller sphere. You can use whatever imagery you want. I like fruit, so I use fruit, but the basic point is for the sphere in the low body, in the low belly, to expand front, back, left, right, up, down on the inhale and contract on the exhale. All the while staying deeply rooted through the soles of the feet, through the roots growing out of them into the core of the earth, maintaining a deep connection with the core of the earth, sinking the mind down into the heart, sinking the heart down into the lower belly, and allowing the lower belly to expand and contract in all directions with each inhale and with each exhale. So on your own time, allow that breath to continue in that cycle for 10 or 12 repetitions. Expanding and contracting the sphere in the low belly, staying deeply rooted through the legs, feet, into the core of the earth. Good. Dropping the mind, coming back into home base, coming back down. Good. A few more revolutions of the breath. Good. Now let's move the feet a little bit wider, heel toe out. And bring the palms up into this, what's called commonly a horse stance, into this very stable stance. keeping the soles of the feet deeply rooted into the core of the earth. And then feeling the crust of the earth, the surface of the earth on the palms, because the energy from the palms is extending so strongly forward and down that you can almost feel the surface of the earth and the contact of your palms with the surface of the earth. Keeping the shoulders back and down. You can do a shoulder roll back if you want. So now it's as if all four pads are in contact with the earth, like a four-legged animal instead of two-legged animal, even though the contact that the hands has with the earth is energetic. So that you're almost like a table, in that you have four legs in contact with the earth, like a four-legged animal, like a horse. Very stable here. Pouring your anxiety into this form so that the form itself, the shape of your body, can hold the anxiety and can help drain the anxiety down into the core of the earth. So you don't have to try and maintain it. You don't have to try and control it or wrestle with it. It can just naturally drain down out of the soles of the feet down into the core of the earth, almost like the water draining from a bathtub in a circular motion, kind of like a whirlpool, draining out both soles of both feet down into the core of the earth, maintaining that strong contact energetically between the surface of the palms and the surface of the earth. Shoulders back and down, stability. Very stable stance. You can come a little bit deeper into it if you want. You can come a little bit shallower if you want. It doesn't matter physically what the pose looks like in terms of depth. What matters is that you're deeply rooted into the core of the earth through the soles of the feet, and your palms are in contact with the surface of the earth so that you feel like a four-legged animal almost, or a table. Very stable, all four legs in contact with the earth. Good. Just a couple more minutes here, or moments. And indulge yourself. Allow yourself to enjoy the stability of this shape of your body, so that you don't have to hold the anxiety. The container of your body can hold and drain the anxiety at the same time. Take relief here and enjoy the stability of this pose. Another moment. Good. And then release the hands. You can come up a little bit if your knees were bent. And then just follow along with me. Wisdom. This form is called wisdom. So, as if you're stroking a beard. As if you're stroking a long, wise beard. The wrists rotate underneath the chin. And you can imagine a waterfall thawing in spring. And the water knows how to descend. It takes the path of least resistance. Good. Just quelling the anxiety into the stability of the current of a waterfall and the dynamic stability of that current. You can also imagine the trunk of a tree in front of you, going down the sides of that trunk with your hands. Good. Enjoying the girth of the tree and how it represents perhaps your life and all the days past that you've successfully gotten through. You've gotten through your anxiety. So taking heart and relief in the fact that you've been here before, and this is just a way to help you return a little faster to stability. Good. Couple more repetitions here of wisdom. Enjoy the long beard. Enjoy the dynamic stability of the current of the thawing waterfall. Enjoy the girth of the tree, the solidity of that tree, the solidity of your life. Staying deeply rooted still through the soles of the feet. Good, and then move with me here. We're just going to come up one time, draw up, and spread out. Calming. Calming the waters in front of you. Imagine there was a tumultuous ocean out in front of you, and as your hands move out, the white caps turn to glass. Extending the energy from the fingertips all the way out to the horizon. Spreading the waters smooth. Calming the waters. Calming the anxiousness into a more stable, more placid sense of stability. Good. Couple more repetitions here. Spreading out. Try and move with me as much as possible so we're synchronized. Calming the waters. Now here, let's just pause, returning back to stability for a moment. And see if there's any difference in this stability, this form, versus the last one that we did. Maybe it's a little bit easier to get back into it. Keeping the breath low. Keeping the energy going down into the core of the earth. The jaws relaxed. The base of the skull and back is spreading wide and is cool. Good. And then release the hands, release the feet. And we'll come back into where we started from, the basic Qigong stance, home base. Outsides of the feet parallel. Feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. Keeping the connection to the core of the earth through the roots growing out of the soles of the feet. And then returning to the breathing that's low in the belly. Very low. Expanding in all directions on the inhale, contracting from all directions on the exhale. And see if you can emphasize the back part of the breath, in the back of the body. You know, with anxiety, the energy goes up and forward. So see if you can, through the breath, move the energy down and back. Good. Couple more repetitions here. And then wiggle the fingers, rub the fingers onto each other. Choose one foot to uproot the other, and then take a slow transition into what's next in your day. Make it smooth and gradual. And if you like this video and would like to see more, please go to movingtobalance.com. Thanks for practicing. I hope this was helpful.